Well, if this first spot looks kind of familiar to you, it's probably because it is. This is the exact same set that we were in 2 years ago here when we killed the big typical 8 we called Big Eddie. This blind's positioned on the rim of a big draw that these deer use to move back into their bedding area. We can see for a mile here, cover a lot of ground. We had one buck that had been showing up on trail cam pictures at this spot and one other location. The other spot was about a half mile away. It was an area where these bucks used to exit this same draw we were overlooking in the evenings headed toward the wheat field. So we decided to go give it a try our first evening set. Had a few small bucks roll through early. Just as it started to get into that magic hour, we finally had our first mature deer show up. Guess which one? Well, hopefully we just smoked that one. We had to shoot through a bunch of brush. Our setup here is just a little bit low. This blind's down in a low spot, and there's a bunch of little plum brush out through there. That was one of the deer we got pictures of that we were looking at. It's got 6 on one side and 7 on the other. Good mature buck. We're gonna go here before it gets dark and see what we can locate. Well, we couldn't find any blood. Decided not to follow him into the thicket and make things worse, so just elected to back out and we'll try again in the morning. We're back in the same blind we were in the first morning. We looked for our buck most of the day. We did grid searches all day to no avail, not a speck of blood. We found a limb that got shot off, but between us and where the deer was standing, so we didn't know if it fragmented or what happened. On kind of a last ditch effort, we went and started looking at trail cam cards in the area, and lo and behold, we found our deer. This place that we're sitting on now, overlooking this BB square pile, the deer seemed to be healthy. We zoomed in on the pictures and he had a hole in his right front leg that just cut a semicircle out of the back of it, and he was feeding for quite a while down here last night, so he seems to be okay, which that just tickles us to death that that thing's okay. but we're going to get back on this one where he was. I wouldn't expect him to come back into the same area that we shot him at, so we're back on him again. Well, we decided to name this buck Lucky. I mean, on his part, for the fact that a little 1/4-inch limb saved his life, and for us, that we were able to locate him on another trail cam within a 1/4 of a mile and possibly have the opportunity to get back on him again. Same scenario as the first night. Little bucks first, and then finally mature deer rolls in. Well, I got the glasses on him, you know, and all I could say to Mickey was, "You got to be kidding." It was Lucky again. If this sounds like a rerun from last night, it kinda is. We told you the story earlier about this deer. It was just amazing that we could find him on another trail cam on this same piece of property. He just came in, we just killed him. The exact deer we were after. I mean, what are the odds? We're gonna get down here while we got enough light and try this again, but I can promise you he's down this time. Well, here's our deer. Quite a story behind this thing. This is one we actually took the shot at last night. Looked like a good hit. The deer hunched up. Thought we'd made a good hit. Couldn't find any blood, so we elected to back out. Went back, reviewed the footage. Everything looked great. And you can see right here, we ended up finding some trail cam pictures of him today that show where he was hit. He was none the worse for wear, and was feeding in a little different areas where we found the trail cam photos of him. So we set up over that spot tonight, and lo and behold, Lucky, as we had named him last night, became unlucky tonight. We ended up getting another crack at him, so quite the story. Awesome hunt.